What's going on YouTube? I'm Evan, this is Marksman Trading. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Today is December 8th and it's a solid green day. I'm up $82.50. We took two trades. One we took to break even, one was like 1.4R, which is where we made all our money off of, and then we didn't take one trade that had our edge to it, but I'll explain my thought process and like the thesis behind each trade in the video. So let's get into the recap. So the first trade of the day was a failed fall through momentum setup, and we took that off the 1 minute. We actually took that pre-market. We took it at, what time was that? We took it at 8:59. We got filled at, I'm pretty sure that was 15,970. We took two MNQ contracts. So the thesis for this trade was we drift below the supply zone right here, which I will show on the hourly. You can see the supply zone right here based off of Vincent Veciano's levels right there. And we were dripping since like 5 o'clock, almost 6 o'clock this morning. We were just dripping, just trending down in the morning. And then consumer sentiment, right? Consumer sentiment, yeah. No, sorry, U.S. employment report came out and hourly wages came out at 8:30, and that tanked the market. And so we dropped. Then we kind of pulled back up, kind of shot back up, and then we created a supply line. We had the supply zone, so 2 criteria met. And then the setup formed, and that was the last criteria for our edge to be presented. And so, like I said yesterday, the change in sentiment line was roughly right here at 15,970. Sorry, I got the camera in the way. Got to get a new setup for that. It kind of covers up like the right side of the screen. 15,970. So once it closed below that, like it did at 8:58, I kind of top ticked 8:59, that candle. It made a high of 15,970.25, and I got filled at 15,970. So, wait, did I read that right? Yeah, no, that's right, yeah. So just about top ticked it. It closed below the moving averages in the 1 minute. We had the 1 minute supply line. It popped back up, gave a lower high, flushed back down, and then unfortunately, I got out of this one for break even. It gave another lower high, which it never even hit 1R, so I shouldn't be setting my stop loss to break even. If 1R isn't hit, I'm going to make that a future rule. If, I gotta accept the risk, right, throughout the entire trade, not just when I enter. But even if I'm somewhat in profit, I still have to accept that if I'm not up 1R, it's not really a winning trade yet, right? So it's okay to, like, my idea for this was I don't want to turn a winning trade to a losing trade, but at this point it's just being scared to lose because it didn't even hit 1R. 1R was down here. Actually, I think the low end of this was 1.5R. So we got wicked out just for it to go down, hit 1R, kind of move up, and then hit a 1.5R right before market open. So, yeah, that was the thought process. The stop loss was right above VWAP, which is also the top end of this, or sorry, the bottom end of the supply zone. And we also had a supply line on 2 minute, and you can see we're rolling over on the 5 minute. We were below the 20 EMA was over, so the slow moving average was over the fast moving average, which is definitely bearish. And we closed below it from this 855 kind of flush, which is what happened here in the 8:59 candle. And then even the 15 minute looked a bit, yeah, the 15 minute was looking heavy too. Excuse me. And we had some topping tails, as you can see. We had this bottoming tail, but that was news related, so I was just kind of just playing the price action. Yeah, so that was the first trade. The second trade was right here. We took a V shape. Actually, we took a V shape. Also kind of like joining the trend to go higher. If you were to play the 15 minute, you can see that it came down and touched the 9 and 20 EMA on the 15 minute. And it came down to the 20 EMA on the 5 minute. So on the 1 minute, we flushed down from high of day, right? We shot up. So open was down here at 9:30, and we were trending straight up. It happened really fast. And my issue with today actually was we had so many levels. Like the price action was in between so many levels. We had this supply zone, we had this supply zone, we had this supply zone, we had previous day's close, we had pre-market high right there, we had previous day high right in the middle. So it was hard to get a trade right off the bat, especially when we just shot up like that. But finally our edge came into play. We pulled back, and we pulled back steep. So it was a bit extended. We had like 1 minute demand trying to print. Finally we based out. 1 minute demand line got straight. we were basing out. We had previous day's close right there, so that's the level we were playing, as well as this kind of supply turn demand now. We popped up in an engulfing candle at 1042, and then I took the pullback at 1043, and we got filled at, let me check NinjaTrader. We took 2 MNQ contracts at 16,035. Our stop loss was this yellow dashed line to lows of that candle, so that was 16,020. We scaled out one at 1R. We got filled at 16,050, and then we took the second contract up into a pop right below previous day's high at 16,061.25. So the first reason why I scaled out so quickly in the first contract was one, to lock in profits, and two, on the 5-minute, we were moving into the 9 EMA. And so I can definitely see that kind of rejecting there, turning to a lower high. So I covered half of my profits there, and then let a runner run, kind of work its way up higher, which my original plan was to 1-minute bar by bar this, but it's a Friday, and I wanted to get green on the week. I'm not really that close to it, but trying to lock in profits. And so yeah, I took it to a second pop right below a previous day's high. But as you can see, if I would have kept with the 1-minute bar by bar, we would have exited at 1055. And if I would have held the entire position, that would have been a 3R trade. Probably more like 1.5, no, probably more like 2R if I would have kept this runner up until 1055. But still, at least I got more than 1R out of this trade. I think it was like 1.38R. Yeah, 1.38R. So not too awful. Definitely need to still learn to maximize my gains, but it's better than usual. And then lastly, the third trade that I didn't take, which I should have taken because my edge was present, was this double top right here. On the 5-minute, you can see we had a supply line. Let me zoom out. We had a supply line up here in the 5-minute, this double top. We had a supply zone. The 50-minute had a supply line as well. Right here. And I was watching it. I just didn't take it because I just wanted to close Friday out green. I had a solid trade. That's the biggest trade I've had in a while. So definitely wanted to just keep it that way, which, you know, as a trader, I should be taking my edge whenever it's present, and I failed to do that today. But it's still Friday. I didn't like the levels, you know, we were moving around. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I would have taken it at 11:01. We had this engulfing bearish candle, 11 o'clock. We flushed down. We didn't quite close below the 9 EMA in the 1-minute, but we're playing the levels, right? So we rejected the 16,100 level and the top in the supply zone. Stop loss would have been in that high of day and would have taken this pop back up. And this trade went like 3R at least. Yeah, at least 3R easy. So yeah, that was the trading for today. The takeaway from today is I need to not take trades to break even not take my stop loss to break even until it hits 1R. A 1R profit target, then I can take it at break even and use like a 1-minute bar by bar management to try to maximize gains. And yeah, we did a good job not taking anything outside of our edge. Again, we should have taken this last trade because it was our edge. And as a trader, it's our job to take our edge whenever it's present. So I could have at least taken it with lesser size. My mentor is telling me that, you know, it's a Friday, you know, you can always take this with like a lesser size. That way you're still kind of like managing your risk, but also still taking your edge as well. So like a nice balance in between the two. Yeah, I think that was all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell because I'm uploading just about every single day. I'm planning on doing a recap every day, and then like one video on like some topic on Saturdays. So I might be trying that out tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. God bless.